This is my trip report about my adventure through Puerto Rico in March of 2021. This was just after the island started to reopen its businesses. Let's get right into it. By the end of this video, you are going to know if Puerto Rico is the right travel destination for you in 2021. Our adventure began at the Fairmont El San Juan, where we stayed for 4 nights. The benefits of this resort include being just minutes away from the airport. Here we are at the entrance of the Fairmont El San Juan, where the smell of marijuana always rings true for you. In addition to the smells around the community, the first thing you're going to notice walking into this hotel is that gorgeous chandelier and just the overall very classy looking hotel lobby.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Now the focal point outside is this epic tree that towers over the pool area. There are 2 giant pools at this resort, and the grounds are beautiful. One pool seems to be more relaxing, and it is, as you can see, right by the cafe. The other pool is closer to the beach and has more of a party vibe. So after 3.5 days here, we're still unsure if you can get service at the pool or not. Still a mystery. Maybe. I'm gonna sit here and see if I get a Corona somehow. Service was often slow and even confusing. In this instance, I did actually get a couple of beers. The best feature about this resort is that it opens up onto this beautiful beach. It's really calm and it must be private to just hotel guests. Out in front of the hotel, it's very peaceful. There's an area for jet skiing and some parasailing. Jet skiing doesn't look too much fun. It looks like you have to go in a straight line. The negative of this beach is that there was a lot of seaweed. Also, this time, because of COVID, they were not serving drinks. Problem solved, simply walk back to the hotel and get a couple beers at the cafe.
I have some crazy hair.
Another benefit of the beach out here just in front of the Fairmont is that you have very few solicitors, panhandlers, people selling you stuff. It's very peaceful here. Occasionally someone trying to sell you a cigar or whatever, which is fine, but it's not annoying, unlike what I hear from the other beaches here in Puerto Rico, where you're constantly being harassed. This is the beautiful lobby at the Fairmont El San Juan, which hopefully, once COVID ends, is much more lively. You can tell there's a piano there and a curtain blocking a stage where they have live entertainment. Now the Fairmont is about $20, maybe 20 minutes, $20 from Old Town El San Juan. We're going to check that out tonight. Which is maybe a little far. Now, if the goal of your trip is restaurants, casinos, and nightlife, you're probably going to want to stay in Old San Juan and avoid this daily Uber trip.
You're welcome.
Of course, we often had breakfast at the hotel cafe and took in that view. The food was good, not great. Now, if you do stay at the Fairmont, there are 2 restaurants that you must check out. One of the best restaurants at the Fairmont El San Juan is actually down the street at the WBC. There's a rooftop terrace. Check out the view. WBC actually seems a little low budget with a terrace rooftop restaurant. So far, it seems pretty good. We also really enjoyed the patio at this Mexican grill, also walking distance from the Fairmont. In fact, their website claims it's the best Mexican food in town. One surprise of staying at the Fairmont is that there is a strip of a few restaurants just out the front door of the Fairmont. And we are at Lupe's Mexican Grill and Sports Cantina, where we are going to get some greasy Mexican food as a change of pace. It's got a really beautiful patio. It's a beautiful day out, as it always is here in Puerto Rico. Now, our favorite dining experience at the Fairmont was at their steakhouse, the Meat Market. It was really good food, a different environment than most steakhouses. Spit in the wine glass again. It was very bright and vibrant. A lot of people in there drinking and partying in large groups of 10 or 12 people. So kind of different than your normal steakhouse, which maybe is in the dark and creates a romantic setting. Although we enjoyed the meat market, the absolute best dining experience of our lives was at the steakhouse at the Condado Vanderbilt Hotel called 1919. That's nice. I like that. Your glass was never empty, service never skipped a beat. The food was amazing, and you even left with a surprise gift of this amazing banana bread. The Vanderbilt and Restaurant 1919, again, is about 20 minutes from the Fairmont. The Vanderbilt is much closer to Old San Juan, and if you're looking for a luxury experience, it may be a better resort for you. Old San Juan is filled with color and character. It's a very walkable city. Like any historic town, it is filled with cathedrals and museums, and it has this epic cemetery you have to check out. Now, I generally enjoy a good food and drink tour when I visit a new city. However, all the top recommended places in San Juan were very close to each other. Open your map and save your money and do it yourself. When in Puerto Rico, you get mofongo, combination chicken, seafood, and beef.
Really not bad. Wouldn't be obsessed with it.
Now, there's no question the highlight of our food tour was the Choco Bar, where we've gotten 2 Choco Martinis. Let's check them out. Definitely good. Tastes like ice cream. All right, our chocolate grilled cheese has arrived. It looks pretty good. We've combined our favorite foods of chocolate and cheese together.
This is so good.
So our server just told us a cool story. The inspiration behind the chocolate grilled cheese was putting a piece of cheese in a hot chocolate, letting it simmer and having it taste so good. And then from there came the chocolate grilled cheese sandwich.
Chocolate ketchup. When I first put it in my mouth, I was like, oh, just ketchup. And I was like, no, chocolate. And then I was like, ketchup.
Chocolate grilled cheese is so good we came back for a second time and added a choco burger. It was so weird. And then I got the french fry taste in there too. French fries are actually really good. While there, we also checked out 2 casinos, both the Del Mar and the Marriott and Stellaris casino. The Marriott was much cleaner, classier, and they had poker.
Is it $900 and $900?
think it's 900 pennies.
Oh, it's 900 pennies?
Yeah, sorry. It's still $9.
This whole time I was thinking that was $900. This whole time you didn't tell me?
It's penny slot. See? Penny slot.
I literally thought that was $900.
Now that we finally had the $9 needed to rent a car, that's exactly what we did for the second half of our trip. I would consider renting a car a must-do in Puerto Rico. You absolutely have to get out and explore the rest of the island. Our first adventure took us here, to the Seven Seas Beach in Fajardo. Only 30 miles from San Juan, the water is blue and beautiful, very calm, plenty of snorkeling, and a snack shop across the street. It was really nice that it wasn't crowded, so that gave us a chance to have some fun with the drone. Our next adventure was the best thing we saw in all of Puerto Rico. We hiked and got an Airbnb in the elyunque tropical rainforest. This is the only tropical rainforest in the United States National Forest System. I highly recommend doing the exact same thing. In fact, message me if you'd like to stay at this exact same Airbnb. Now, as of March 2021, tickets and reservations were required at the recreation.gov website in order to enter the main recreation area, to see the waterfalls, and to go on these hikes. The park map is super easy to follow. It's basically a one-lane road in and out of the park with lots of opportunities to pull over, view waterfalls, or to go on hikes. I'm going to highly recommend the hike that we went on, the Coca Trail. It was listed as the more challenging of the hikes, but therefore there were no crowds. You okay? That was very graceful. We've reached the end of La Coca Falls at the Yukon National Rainforest, and it is really beautiful down here. It was a hard hike. It took over an hour. It's really slippery. I used these shoes here, which are covered in mud. I landed on my butt once, but otherwise it's really pretty safe. You just gotta go slow and watch your footing. You definitely want some hiking experience to make your way all the way down here, and it's definitely true because there's no one else here. We are alone at the bottom of La Coca Falls, and we're about to take a dip. Okay folks, thanks for watching. That's a wrap on Puerto Rico. If you have any questions, please put them down below. Although I really enjoyed my week in Puerto Rico and I love the rainforest, to be completely candid, I do not think I would return there again. As I stated in the video, if you do go to Puerto Rico, be sure to rent a car. You'll find less expensive places and be able to find nicer, more secluded beaches. And again, thank you for watching. Follow our Instagram accounts, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.